Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, Remy McNeil. Joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian.
Hello.
Today, we are diving in for the second last time, because I looked ahead, we made sure, and we split up the chapter. So the chapter is split. This will be the penultimate installment of Sith Resurgence for this stretch of arc.
Oh yay!
So everyone, sit back and be ready for that. Next week we'll be voting on what to read as well after we read. What we read the week after. That's what I'm trying to articulate. I did not prepare because I'm not used to this as much live. We have been reading this for several weeks now. Like we're on what, week 16 of this? So we've been at this for 4 months. I'm a little weird about what we flop over. But yes, next week will be the last chapter or the last installment of this for a little while, and we'll also be voting on what to read after this. And we'll eventually come back to this, no doubt. But yeah, we're gonna put it down for a little while because Jesus Christ, we're little out of gas.
One day we will return.
I'm expecting great and terrible things from this chapter because Lily better deliver on this Friday the 13th.
Oh, it is Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Yes, you're right. It is Friday the 13th.
I mean, we are going to be meeting Luke today, so.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
Oh yeah, they're landing on.
Oh no! They're gonna massacre my boy.
Anyway, I'm still looking forward to when we meet Yoda.
Oh
No.
God! Oh God! I can only imagine what she'll do to poor old Yoda.
Well, I mean, like,
This is make
I'm only excited because I'm gonna read his lines.
Oh right.
Although Danny Raymond, you know, got that song stuck in my head.
Yoda, yo 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 yo. Okay.
No, I mean I can only imagine.
Oh, I don't know that song. Anyway, so everyone sit back, relax. Please remember the rules that I and Twy are the priority speakers. So if we're talking, we expect you guys to stop talking. We love your comments and quips and little bits of conversation, but only within a reasonable amount. We do want to keep this going at a nice, healthy pace. So keep that in mind. Please pay attention to each other. If you understand that a conversation is dying out, don't try to add to it. If you've been sitting around trying to get a word in edgewise, sometimes you just gotta let the thought drop. It's unfortunate, but sometimes it happens. Anyway,
There's always the voice chat.
yes, you can
There's
always type it
nothing
in
wrong
voice chat.
with typing it in voice chat. Yeah.
It will show up on
Let the
screen.
joke
It's
die.
impossible to learn this power.
Let the joke die. Kill it if you have to.
If you have to.
All right, let us jump right into this. The penultimate installment of our coverage of Sith Resurgence, picking up all kinds of cuties.
Ugh.
Wait, what?
Ew.
That's the name of that's the title of the chapter, and it makes me think that she is a fan of a particular French film. Anyway,
Oh no.
Ah.
am I wrong? Anyway, here we go. Aliana shivered as they stepped out of the Fury and onto the surface of Ahch-To, whatever they call it. She hadn't expected the planet to be this chilly. She fastened her cloak together as she followed Rey up to the row of steps leading up the island. Scanners had picked up a single human on this particular island, and so all that remained was to actually find the elusive Jedi who was hiding here. Aliana was walking several paces behind Rey, wanting to keep as much between herself and Skywalker as she possibly could manage. Rey was starting to wish she had told Aliana to stay on the ship. They were so close to Skywalker now that she could feel it, perhaps literally. Now that they were on the cusp of finding him, she worried that Aliana's presence would possibly jeopardize the entire mission.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, hi, Luke. By the way, I've brought you a mortal nemesis of yours. You might have, slaughtered her entire family, although I guess you don't technically know that, do you, Rey? Fucking hell. That's going to be an awkward conversation. It's like, why didn't you tell me he slaughtered your entire family? It's like, awkward. It's like, yeah, but we're going to meet him. You would think that'd be relevant.
Well, her entire family consisted of 2 people, including herself, so.
Yes. Or the sight of a Jedi could induce a trauma-induced panic into Aliana, because inducing things is inducement. Rey began to hate
Very
herself
juicy.
for not coming to that conclusion first, because you're an idiot. Regardless, the mission was delicate enough already. Hell, for all they knew, Skywalker already sensed the presence of a dark side user when they landed, so telling Aliana to stay on the ship might not have done any good. No! No! Leaving her there, then walking up to him and being like, hey, by the way, I have a Sith who's like a friend of mine. She's chill. You might have had some history, but I'm sure you guys can work through it. We're all willing to work together. She came here of her own free will. Let's be chill. As opposed to, hi, by the way, let me introduce you to... Oh, and you're dead.
Damn that.
Yeah. Ugh. She was so new to this Force business, she couldn't be sure. As they reached the peak of the mountain, they both stopped as they noticed the hooded figure standing at the edge of the cliff and overlooking the massive ocean of Ahch-To. They glanced at each other, and then slowly approached. Not wanting to surprise the old man, Aliana let out a loud whistle to get his attention. And in order to get our attention, someone is leaving and jumping back in the call constantly.
Yeah. Can you stop?
Who is that?
Alpha.
Alpha! That's very beta behavior.
Bazinga.
What kind of whistle, though?
That's a good question. Slide whistle? The figure tilted his head slightly before turning around properly. Two hands, one flesh and blood, one mechanical, reached up to pull back the hood. Except you wouldn't be able to tell that because he wears a glove on his mechanical arm, I thought.
He does.
Not in the sequels. He leaves it exposed.
Oh, really?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, he really fell off.
Bro fell off.
Revealed from underneath was an old man with long gray hair and a full beard. He wore pure white robes underneath the brown cloak. He appeared to be the pinnacle image of a Jedi Master. That is, except his eyes. They were a dull blue with dark rings around them, showing clear age, but there was more to it than that. Something in the man's eyes made him appear off, not like the Jedi that he should be. Rey, Aliana said, leaning in to whisper in Rey's ear, I can't feel the Force coming from him at all. She looked at Rey, only to find she was completely still, like a bantha caught in headlights. Do banthas, get run over very frequently? Is that a thing?
Okay, so when going to, run into a bantha, do they also say speed up? Because, works with deer, don't work here.
She nudged her, but Rey only made a non-committal noise in response. Aliana stepped back from her and stepped forward. Aliana stepped back from her and stepped forward.
What in the cha-cha slide is this?
This here's a rodeo! We're doing a do-si-do!
I think Lily meant to say Aliana stepped from behind Rey and then moved forward. That's my best
Possibly.
guess.
Really made. It's like, are you Luke Skywalker? Aliana asked, approaching the old Jedi.
No, I'm the pizza guy.
Yes,
This
Luke
is your
confirmed
order.
after a long pause. His gaze shifted slightly from the one girl standing before him, nervous but poised with determination, to the other. The expression on her face he could only describe as bitterness. Are you the pizza delivery guys? I ordered that 20 years ago. I'm going to give him Crow's voice. I think that'd be fun.
Feel free.
This
yes.
is Rey, Aliana said, gesturing back to Rey. She's here to learn the ways of the Force from you? No, Aliana, no. Open with, we're in fucking trouble. Come back and help.
Okay, so the entire government of the New Republic nearly got nuked. You want to say anything about that, old man?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that didn't happen here, though.
No, nearly.
I said
nearly.
nearly.
Oh, nearly.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
got stopped by bullshit force bullshit. Look, if she's allowed to be redundant, so can I.
Indeed.
Luke's attention turned back to Rey. He closed his eyes and sighed, as if what Aliana just said was the last thing he wanted to hear. Evidently, that very well may have been the case when he walked down the peak from where the two women came without a word. And quite frankly, I now just realizing, oh, yeah, that's right, Aliana's doing all the talking again. Baby Rey can't do anything of her own.
Also, it's proof that the great Lily Orchard decided, yes, let's keep this stupid ass plot point from The Last Jedi.
Yeah. I don't even mind Luke being kind of embittered, but they just need to actually do more work to get there.
Same.
What? Rey stammered, befuddled by the abrupt exit of the old Jedi. Then she looked at Aliana questioningly. I don't know. Oh, sorry. I don't know, Aliana shrugged. Follow him? Rey nodded as they turned to follow him down the mountain and through another pass they hadn't noticed coming up. It crossed over a chasm and into what looked like a tiny village of single-person huts. It was a secluded place that Rey could almost describe as cozy were it not for the cold winds blowing through the entire cliffside. No, it's cozy. Like, the cold winds don't change how cozy something looks.
Also, I've been to Skellig, Michael. It's a very nice island.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, well,
cool.
I was going to say, like, even if it's cold, like, typically seeing, like, cottages on the distance implies that, oh, there's something, like, I can go huddle there for warmth. Like, there's a coziness to the outside being cold and the inside being nice and warm. Like,
It's homely.
That's a thing.
It's homely.
The released Golden Heart Soul says, hey, we'll watch the vid later when I catch up with the other 14 videos. Good luck. This fanfic is shit. Loved your Jello stream. Oh, thank you, Golden Heart Soul.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you a bunch. It was fun.
Dream,
Up till a point.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was fun, and then it was fun for the wrong reasons.
That is true.
Just like The Last Jedi.
Dumpster fire.
The
Anyway.
where was I? Oh, sorry. Cozy and the cold winds blowing through the entire stuff. She shuddered from the chill against her exposed arms, covering them with her hands. Are you cold? Aliana asked, looking at her new gear. That outfit doesn't have full sleeves. In truth, Rey was positively freezing. The desert climate she lived in for most of her life did not prepare her for climates like this. It took a great deal of self-control to keep her teeth from chattering. I'll be fine, she said. All right. Aliana nodded as she approached the hut that Luke disappeared inside. I have even more cloaks on the ship if you want to grab one later. And Rey just comes out and she's like in 4 different cloaks that have been stacked on top of one and she can barely move. She's like, I think, is it Ralphie from A Christmas Story or something like that? Just bundled up, something like that. She knocked on the door and leaned in towards the opening. Oh, is it? I guess this is Rey. No, yeah, this is Aliana. Master Skywalker, which I would absolutely never fucking call you, but I'm going to be out of character by my own measures. I know you're in there. This girl needs a teacher, and you're the only Jedi left. Except for your sister, who we totally know by this point was in fact a Jedi. Nothing. Aliana banged on the hut door harder. Master Skywalker, we can't leave this planet until we have your help. Maybe I should have mentioned all that shit about needing your help before the whole training thing. It was then that the door opened.
Wow.
Luke stepped out of the hut, having changed from his brown and white robes into heavier black clothes complete with a poncho. Right, thank you. Now, the situation is... Aliana began to say before Luke walked right past her without a word and further down the grassy hill. Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this now? Aliana sneered under her breath before turning to follow Luke. She jogged ahead and grabbed his shoulder. Don't walk away from me, Jedi, she said, raising her voice. Luke turned around and stared at her hand, then at her, raising an eyebrow. That's better, Aliana smiled. Now,
Oh,
as I
God.
was saying, Rey needs a teacher, and you are the only Jedi left in the galaxy. So you need to teach Rey, or at the very least, tell us why you're ignoring us.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe
100%.
because you're fucking rude.
Wait.
Oh wow, we're actually
You're
almost up to the
Karen,
halfway
Space
point.
Karen.
Cool.
I think we've
Oh,
had over-
really?
Yeah, because like the first half is only like 6 pages, but like the rest of it is like 9. It just the division point just spun out properly. Around there. Luke rolled his eyes before continuing down the trail. I'm ignoring you because I'm not interested, he said finally, his voice rough and gravelly. Go away.
Based.
Aliana stepped in his way this time. It's not a matter of interest, she said through gritted teeth. It's a matter of life and death. The First Order is on the rise, and we won't be stopped until we give it proper opposition. You don't need the Jedi, Luke said dismissively. The Jedi are better off dead, and you two are better off not messing around with the Force. Without the Jedi, the galaxy is better off.
Oh.
Aliana and Rey looked at each other,
Okay.
confused.
Okay.
Finally, it was Rey who spoke up. Master Skywalker, the First Order tried to destroy the Republic. They almost slaughtered billions of people, and they're only getting more aggressive, she explained, stepping forward. Didn't she? Oh, no, she didn't. We need your help. We need the Jedi Order back. We need Luke Skywalker. Luke turned a somber look.
It's Aliana in the background doing the theme.
I'd kill for that, actually.
Luke
That would have
turned,
been good if Lily had
She's
any
holding the
comedic
boom.
timing.
She's holding the boombox over her head.
Luke turned to a somber look to Rey. His eyes seemed to be pierced through her in a way that made her feel vaguely uncomfortable. Then with a heavy sigh, Luke said, You don't need Luke Skywalker. Rey's brow furrowed as she looked at the aging Jedi Master. Did you hear what I just said? Luke seemed to delight in their confusion. A small smirk crossed his face. What did you think was going to happen here? Did you think I came to the most unfindable place in the galaxy for no reason at all? He turned away from both of them and continued back down the mountain. Go away. Rey moved to follow after him, but Aliana stopped her. And this is where you pick up, Twy.
Oh, already?
Yeah, like I said, we're
Indeed.
like the way this chapter spun out. I couldn't find a better halfway point. Like it was either going to be like 6 today or 6 next week, and 9 for whatever one. So I thought we'd go out on a longer
Right,
chapter.
the pain ends quicker.
Yeah.
If Luke
Okay.
didn't want to be found, why the hell did he leave a
Where
map?
did you leave off again?
Rey moved to follow after him, but Aliana stopped her. Trust me, we'll know where we end because there's a picture there.
God, it is so cathartic having one character
Oh,
not
there it is.
immediately buy into Aliana's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you didn't go to the cutoff point there.
It just I unless you want, I mean, I could, but like you only have. I would give us 3 and 3, so.
But no, that's fine. It's fine. Hold on. I have one more trick up my sleeve, she said, turning to face Luke as he walked away, loudly yelling, "If the Jedi won't train her, I guess the Sith will have to do."
Okay.
Luke stopped dead in his tracks, turning back to look at the two women. What are you talking about? Aliana said nothing. She only smiled and drew her lightsaber from her belt, revealing the blade to be crimson red. She relished in how Luke's eyes went wide in shock. You may call me.
I need to watch the whole series. This is gold. Dude, we're not even at an interesting part right now.
Yeah.
You're finding enjoyment
This
in
is pretty freaking boring.
Wait,
relative to everything
is she gonna
else.
die finally? Is Luke gonna
No.
kill her right here and now?
Oh, I will.
Oh yes,
Not a
please.
chance.
Because that's what should reasonably happen right now, by the way.
Yeah. Not gonna happen though, because she is the Mary Sue.
Yeah, and reason. Yo, reason. Yeah, reason plus Mary Sue is not a mix that goes together.
You may
My
call
suffering
me
continues.
Darth Amorosa, she said with a faux benevolent tone in her voice. And I present to you an ultimatum, Master Skywalker. Either take this girl as your apprentice, or I will. Ray said nothing to this, only taking in the sight of Aliana behaving like a Sith Lord up close. It filled her with very unexpected, however complicated feelings. That is a very awkward sentence.
However,
Is that another way of her saying she's scare-roused right now?
Oh my
I
god.
guess so.
Ew.
yeah, that ain't normal. I'll tell you what.
Wow.
Yep. Yep, there's the grease. Oh, I can feel it.
Luke's expression went from one of abject horror to almost disbelief. That's impossible, he said, stepping back up the hill to the two women. The Sith are extinct. Your predecessors thought that too. Your predecessors thought that too, but then the Clone Wars happened, Aliana said as she glared at the Jedi down, relishing in one of the few times that she got to pull the big bad Dark Lady routine. I'd have thought that you would have learned that by now.
Splungus says, thoughts on LJ Luke. We mentioned it earlier, they need to be better supported. That's basically it. It's a poorly executed, interesting plot point that could have done something, but they didn't.
Yep.
Is it possible? Yes. Was it supported at all in the movie? God, no.
Yeah.
It's in the half of the Last Jedi I like.
Okay, let's keep on.
Yeah, stop, guys. I lost my place. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Luke narrowed his eyes at Aliana.
That doesn't help me. I can't find it on the page.
Look for big bad Dark Lady.
Luke narrowed his eyes at Aliana. If that were true, why would you give this girl to me as an apprentice rather than just take her as your own? What's your game, Sith? He asked as he approached her. Aliana narrowed her eyes. Aliana narrowed her eyes as at Luke as he approached. Trust me. If Ray here asked me to train her, I absolutely would. You, however, were her first choice. So you can either come back to the Resistance with us and train her in the Force, or stay here and let me do it. Either way, she will learn the Force. If you and the Jedi won't help the Resistance stop the First Order, then the Sith will do it just as well. Master Skywalker, please, Rey said, desperation in her voice. The galaxy needs your help, one way or another. Luke gave Aliana a puzzled look as she deactivated her lightsaber. It seems I don't have much of a choice, do I? Fine. Come back here at dawn. I'll teach you the ways of the Force, and maybe you'll learn why the galaxy is better off without the Jedi. Aliana smiled at Rey. And you didn't want to bring the Sith. Rey couldn't help the smile spreading on her face. Okay, you're right to come, Miss Smug, she said fondly. Now let's go back to the ship. I'm actually freezing my ass off out here. Luke watched the two of them curiously. They certainly didn't behave the way that he would have expected a fledgling Jedi and a Sith Lord would. He simply shook his head and resumed down the path to perform whatever daily routine he set out to do. Aliana and Rey returned down to the other way back toward the Fury.
Can I make an interjection here on just something that bothers me? He simply shook his head and resumed down the path to perform whatever daily routine he set out to do. You are currently writing from his viewpoint in the way that this prose is structured. We're clearly seeing things from his perspective. He knows what his daily routine is. Don't be vague about it. It's not them commenting on it. It's him commenting on it. So he would know what he's off to do.
Milk.
Yeah, he went down to go suck some alien nipple. That's what he went down to do, all right?
Damn.
Be specific. Why is he thinking whatever daily routine I set out to do? That's not actually what he's thinking. It's just a peeve of mine that very careless sense of character in the prose.
Yeah, because she doesn't actually care about the plot. She just cares about the lesbian romance. And to have this sense that her OC can be better than all of the main characters combined.
Which is very weird given how much detail she's given to other character descriptions so far. If anything, it's been unnecessary amounts of detail so far up to this point.
Yeah. As much as meeting Luke had been a surprise, it was nice to have actually made some progress in such short time. Still, she wondered why Luke seemed so disinterested in the Jedi bringing them back. As they walked to the Fury, she quietly wondered whether what Aliana had said when they were traveling to Takodana was right, that Luke had come to an elusive planet that couldn't be found by anyone to hide from the galaxy.
Okay, but why
Excuse
leave
me?
a map?
My brain is exploding right now. So
Yeah, same.
as much as meeting Luke had been a surprise,
Oh my god.
you came here to find Luke. Why was finding him a surprise? Did you expect us to be gone?
Actually, when you have a fucking
That was never
Are they
floated as a
trying to
possibility.
say? Are they trying to say like the meeting itself?
No,
Not
no.
only-
Meeting him alone was the surprise, even though that was their whole goal in coming here. It's like meeting him so quickly. Maybe that might be something worth stating. It's like, oh, I was surprised we found him so quickly, but like that's a different statement as opposed to I'm just surprised we found him at all in the place that we knew he was.
Except for the fact that she also wonders whether or not what Aliana had said was right. That Luke had come to an elusive planet that couldn't be found anywhere else. You came to said planet. Why are you wondering whether or not that's something that he did?
And it wasn't.
I found him there.
It wasn't what
she lost
Aliana
her-
said.
I have a suggestion. I think she lost her script. I think she lost her script of the original trilogy for a second there.
Well, it doesn't matter because she wrote earlier that it was freaking Luke that told Aliana and Rey I came to the most unfindable place in the galaxy. Like, he tells them flat out, but it's not Aliana that tells Rey. My brain is splitting. How do you just scroll up? Just
There was
scroll
also-
up.
there
It
was
is
also
literally
that.
not
There was
even
also
like
given-
half a page up.
They were also given a map,
Damn,
so it's not
the
like
ships can't raise up in Tross, and now we can't even scroll up now. Shake my hand.
Why is it that they know what planet that he's on, but they don't know that it's an elusive planet?
What's
You
an
would think.
elusive planet? Is it like hiding behind another planet? Like, what is it doing?
No, you
player with
guys
the-
ever watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged and you know the giant sign that says fake Namek?
It's just a sign that says Ahch-To.
Yes, exactly.
Only it's spelled W-A-N. Ahch-To. Oh my god, that would be an amazing like running gag. Ahch-To, 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 Ahch-4,
Ahch-To 2.
Ahch-To 2. Yes.
But not like the number 2, but like TOO.
Yeah. Sky Slasher Madness. Yes, absolutely madness. This is
Indeed madness.
Why not
Ahch-To.
Okay, no. That one dies. That one we blow up.
I mean, that one got put a little spin on.
She glanced back up at the village that they'd left behind and frowned. Something was wrong. Very wrong. Why would you get that impression?
Oh, is it
The plot
because is it because the only Jedi you have left is openly saying, "Hey, it's probably best that all the Jedi fucking die out. The galaxy's." I wonder if there's something fucking wrong.
I mean, it wouldn't be Star Wars if someone didn't have a bad feeling about something.
Rey was fiddling with her training saber by the ocean's side. Aliana had told her that the crystal chamber would be open to change the color, and that she was there with a gold crystal in her lap as she tried in vain to actually open the lightsaber. It proved to be a struggle, as there were no latches or grooves to fit her nail in order to pry it open. She sighed as she set the hilt down into the dirt and looked up toward the Fury. That was when her heart stopped cold in her chest. Directly in front of her, clear as day, was Kylo Ren.
Wait, what the fuck?
For Skype.
Hey, it's the Force.
Oh, right.
It is
It's
earlier
from
in the
the
movie
movie.
than it.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he shirtless?
Wait, who is it that
Maybe.
just showed up?
He was looking.
Sorry.
He was looking down at something, seemingly not noticing her at first. When she tried taking a step back, she knocked over a nearby rock, the noise causing him to look up. She could see where she injured him in their previous encounter. The skin split by Eliana's lightsaber had not been stitched together, but rather seemed to be bridged by a sheet of metal that went under the skin. Another addition to his generally unpleasant visage. As he saw Rey,
What is your fucking deal against Adam Driver? That man is handsome. I know, like, he's a little weird, but he's handsome.
And
Fuck
also,
off.
he did go undercover
Maybe-
and try to improve things at Starkiller Base.
Yeah, he's a good boss.
Also, a better person to show up, like someone suddenly shows up, but it's not Entia, the shifter, our enemy.
God damn it, dude. I was gonna say the last dude. Listen, guys, the last dude that Lily found handsome ended up separating from her. So I feel like this is Lily being tsundere.
Ray
Adam
looks up
Driver.
and sees
Probably.
Kylo and just immediately is like,
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God.
To this day, I don't know where that's from.
Oh,
it's from some
crap.
awful
Where-
B movie, I think.
And this is how I found out I
Yeah.
can adjust the soundboard volume.
Map to Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker. I don't know what I expect.
also, I agree that it's very weird how she just insults his appearance so much for no reason. Also, the reason why she probably hates him so much is that despite the fact that he's meant to be like a villainous anti-hero, he's still a better person than she is.
Oh!
Oh, snap.
I mean,
What?
that's not
God,
real.
that is.
I
Oh
was
my
gonna-
God, that is
When-
rich.
When the
She's,
homicidal
like,
psychopathic Nazi is actually a better person than you.
Hey, Raymond,
Well,
remember.
I don't know.
Wait.
I wouldn't say better. I feel like they're
Well,
comparable.
guys, you have to remember, villains have standards.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say.
All of them.
I was gonna say he has a more consistent personality than she does.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Which, wow, that's harsh. Okay. Okay.
Maybe she just hates that he's so greasy, apparently.
As he saw Rey, he looked up just as surprised to see her. Seeing the slimy bastard even look at her was enough to make her skin crawl. See what I mean?
Why?
No.
It's unnecessary.
Oh, hey, she found a new advocate for him. Slimy.
I'm gonna say it. I'd pay money to look as good as Adam Driver.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Actually, I think I'm pretty damn handsome, but you know, I'll take his
Adam
height.
Driver.
I'd happily take his
Twilight?
height.
Twilight.
Yeah,
How tall is he?
Twilight.
Wait, how tall is he?
Would you like to humble Raymond right now?
Nah.
He took a single step forward, and Rey immediately reached for the pistol holstered to her belt and firing it at him thrice over.
I don't know if I should be scared by that silence or not.
The answer is to be scared. I'm just throwing this out there.
Oh.
Sorry, I would have started it sooner, but I had lost my place, and I had to take a second to find it again.
Maybe next time you should leave some breadcrumbs. That might help with that.
Yeah, I should start highlighting the page. That would actually be helpful.
I'm trying to work in a subversion joke, but I can't find a place.
By the time the blaster bolts would have reached him, he was gone. There was no sign of him anywhere. What she did see was Aliana holding her lightsaber in a manner that suggested that she had just deflected those bolts. Rey, what the hell? She asked loudly. I'm sorry, What are you shooting at me for? Aliana demanded, looking quite upset and breathing heavily.
Lots of reasons.
How many
Yeah, I
hours
was
are
gonna
in the
say.
day?
I was gonna say, like, do you
He's
have a
trying to
couple of
end the
hours?
story.
We can
You guys have been
start
telling
about
the
when
truth
we
the last
met.
14 chapters?
Oh God! Oh wait a minute. Is this the part of their really fast relationship where they go into the divorce phase?
Yes, so.
Please so. Please divorce.
I I don't know what came over me, Ray lied, trying not to think too hard about what had just happened. I just thought I saw something and panicked. Aliana seemed to settle down just a little bit as she deactivated her lightsaber, but she looked at Ray suspiciously. What did you see? Ray turned her gaze away from Aliana. She wasn't willing to accept the idea that she was hallucinating about Kylo Ren. She did not want to think about that being a possibility and what that would say about her. Was her mind so badly damaged by what he attempted to do to her in that interrogation cell? Was her seeing visions of him some kind of sign of weakness? She wasn't sure, and she didn't want to accept any possibility as truth. She knew that if she looked into Aliana's unyielding gaze, she would get the truth out of her. She wasn't ready to deal with that.
Where are you getting any of this from? What the fuck?
If I tell her I'm seeing Kylo Ren, she might think I'm straight.
Honestly, I was gonna say it too. I was gonna say it too.
Well, okay. My thought is like,
I don't want to lose my lesbian card.
with how Lily treats him, the idea is like, oh no, sorry, I thought you were Kylo. I could imagine that being like the worst insult on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I find this very strange because it's like she's fast forwarding through a lot of really important characterization that would lead them to these kinds of conclusions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Also, Ray's a hypocrite. She's planning on keeping this as a big. I mean, she's apparently planning on keeping this a secret from Aliana.
Yep.
Oh, so she's pulling to Team Ruby. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, this is I think the way. So, the way that I think Lily thinks is now she's going to have Ray be the one keeping secrets, and as a result of that, feel guilty and be like, well, I can't hold it against you for keeping secrets because I kept secrets, and so now we're both on the same page, and now we can go, make out somewhere. That's how I think she's going to play.
Yeah, it's like
oh,
poetry, it rhymes.
So, even though the back and forth on what Aliana did being both reasonable and unreasonable because Aliana makes no fucking sense the way she's characterized, the answer that I'm getting from Lily is it's okay if your spouse abuses you or your relationship abuses you if you abuse them just the same back.
Oh my god.
That's
bad. That's just toxic. That's just a toxic relationship.
Yeah, it is. Like the idea that you should not keep any secrets from your romantic partner in and of itself can from the outset be abusive unless if you both agree that is just a more natural thing for both of you to do. Like, it is perfectly natural for you guys to have your secrets, have things that you don't want to discuss, have things separate from your spouse or romantic partner.
Yeah.
So,
you set some boundaries.
Yeah, the goal is open communication and be like, look, there are some things I don't want to talk about. It's like acknowledging, there are things that I keep secret, but that's just because it's, I have my personal reasons for doing so. Please respect that boundary. Like, it's very, very
and
open
respecting
about it.
that.
My old man literally quotes Frodo with "All right, keep your secrets" to my mom.
That's adorable.
Oh, he's such a nerd, man.
I mean, I don't tell my partner everything.
Yeah, because that's like the normal, healthy thing to do.
Yeah.
Not in this relationship, though.
Clearly not.
The thing is, Twilight, to have it.
Dread, I think we're moving on. It's okay.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what I saw, she said. All I know is that it wasn't good. Aliana's suspicious look became one of concern and she stepped closer, holding a black coat out to her. I'm here if you want to talk about it, Ray accepted the cloak, a fabric actually offering her some comfort. Ray looked back up at Aliana, surprised to see Aliana offering the chance to talk to her about this, but not forcing it on her. Thank you, she said softly. But I think I can handle this, and I won't shoot at you anymore if that's what you're worried about. She smiled at Aliana in an attempt to lighten the mood.
But that's not a guarantee you can actually make because you didn't think it was Aliana when you fired at her. So.
Yep.
Yeah, for all we know,
Right.
yeah, for all we know, that you just constantly are gonna keep associating her with Kylo Ren because they have similar
I'm just
fashion sense.
I'm getting this over in my brain of like, okay, I am starting to see things, and it's causing like these things are things that I want to interact with in a specific way. Like they're okay, I see the person that I want to violently kill for whatever reason. I see the person that murdered my family, and so I attempt to strangle them, and then the illusion goes away, and I'm strangling someone that I loved. What would I do? I would immediately inform them, oh my god, I was hallucinating someone that I actually hated, this person who you probably know. I am worried that might happen in the future. I sincerely apologize if it does. If it does happen in the future, feel completely free to do whatever you need to do to get me off of you. Like, I will try to be as mindful about it as possible, but I can't make any guarantees if this is going to keep happening this way. Like, that is, be completely open about the fact that you're fucking hallucinating. It's like, it's like the person that hides the zombie bite in a zombie film. Like, you be honest and upfront so everyone knows your liability.
Damn.
Wait, so you're
think about
you're
it.
vindicating. Are you vindicating Lily's attempt at making Rey and Aliana mutual liars?
No, I'm saying they're both fucking idiots, and the only way that Lily can think about getting together is by contriving drama that has absolutely no bite to it if they just fucking talk to one another.
Holy fuck!
Hey guys,
lightning.
remember? Hey guys, remember that Lily hates slow burn romances?
Yeah, it's like I said, villains, professionals have standards.
That is amazing.
Team Fortress 2 is the gift that keeps on giving.
It's great. I love it so
Wait.
much.
No, wait. Lightning is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, but Team Fortress 2.
They're both the gift. They keep on giving.
I mean, I was gonna say when you're paralyzed by lightning, you've got a gift for life.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Aliana smiled and nodded. All right, if you're sure. Night's come. The night's falling
what?
soon. I'll get dinner ready, and you can come in whenever you want. Rey smiled, looking forward to dinner, as she always did on the Fury, and turned back to the ocean, slipping the cloak over her shoulders. As she fastened it, she noticed a faint smell of rose water and cinnamon hit her nose. She was confused, before she realized that Aliana hadn't given her a spare cloak lying in the cargo hold. This was Aliana's cloak. It had her scent on it. Ew.
Oh my god.
That's
kind of weird.
None.
So
How does she know that?
Oh no.
So wait, she smells of rose water and cinnamon. Okay, how do you know what those smell like? You live in the desert and you eat only fucking bread. The fact that you know what water smells like at all is actually kind of amazing considering how little of it you've had contact with your entire life.
She raided out of the fridge. She raided the fridge.
Now, on the off chance that she did find water on Jakku, it smelled absolutely amazing because it was so hard to come by.
Yeah.
Does water even have a smell?
It does.
Not regular water, but like flavored water, seltzer
Well,
water.
no, it sort of
Mineral
does.
water.
There is actually like, we actually have a lot of
Seawater?
sensations to actually detect water because like that's why like shiny things are nice to us. It's because it reminds us of like the reflective nature of water. But like it's hard to describe. It's sort of like a very neutral smell. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why I want to drink gold.
It had her scent on it. A scent that Rey hadn't truly noticed before. It was pleasant and comforting. She honestly couldn't get over how pleasant the cloak smelled. She found herself being disappointed that the scent was as faint as it was. Perhaps if she held it closer to her face, she could bask in the pleasant aroma more. It helped a little, but not by much. If only she were this close to Aliana instead of just her cloak.
You know, here's the thing. I actually don't mind, like, in a romance where it's like, oh yeah, the clothes or whatever smell like them. Like, I don't mind that typically. It's like, it can be very sweet. Just like, I don't know, yo, my lover has gone away for a couple of months and all I have is a jacket or something. It's like, I can kind of get it. But like, I don't know, this is just, because of how everything is just awkward between these two, it's just adding to how stupid this is. It really depends on the strength of the dynamic.
I would also say,
Oh God! Look at the picture at the bottom. Look at the picture at the bottom.
Oh yeah, we're getting to it. We're getting to it.
Oh
I
God!
mean, the thing is, it's not just how it's written; it's also all the stuff we know about Lily. So, like, everything she writes automatically makes us suspicious.
Yeah.
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 She shook her head of these thoughts, ripping the cloak off of herself. No, she couldn't keep doing this. This attraction could not get in the way of her training, nor would it distract her from the very real problems they still had. She wouldn't allow it. Balling up the cloak as best she could in one hand, she moved to throw it into the ocean.
Oh my God! You can't just give it back to her and be like, thanks for the cloak. I'm on the ship now. It's warm in here.
What if Aliana just said, yo, hey, where's my cloak? I lost it. Where? In the ocean.
How did you lose it? I went. How did you lose it in the ocean? I went skinny dipping. It's like, you live on a desert. How do you know what that is?
You're not going to believe this. Kylo Ren showed up and stole the cloak.
Oh my God.
Ed
He had
Steven
his shirt off and he took it and wrapped it around.
Ed Steven Squee says, Lily, stop using one hand to write this.
I know, right?
Pretty much.
Implying that she's not using her nose to hit the keys.
No,
Like,
wait,
guys,
smashing.
The reason-
The keyboard.
The reason why I started laughing before I finished that sentence was because I imagined in my head the moment that she wrote balling the cloak up that she's going to throw it into the ocean, and then I was laughing because I was fucking right.
Have you guys ever tried to focus on your space wizard training, but your gay thoughts keep intruding? I hate when that happens to me.
You see, you joke,
Yeah.
but they actually, like, people, particularly certain types of Tumblr goers, will be like, "Oh no, the gay thoughts! I can't focus on my Jedi training." Like, that's like just a
Yep.
common joke in those kinds of circles.
Yep.
You can't catch me.
That is where those kinds of jokes did originate, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You can't catch me, gay thoughts. Hats off, you get
She
that
shook
right.
her head of these thoughts, ripping, no. But she stopped. No. This was Allie's cloak. She gave it to her to keep her warm, not to try and distract her from her training. She wouldn't even be training with Luke if not for her intervention. But there were moments where Rey could almost convince herself that this was all some sort of manipulative scheme of Aliana's. To make Rey feel sorry for the tragedies in her life, to play on her undeniable attraction to one another in an attempt to tempt her away from the Jedi path. But none of those thoughts matched with what Aliana had actually done. She gave Rey the choice of which path to walk, and when Rey chose the path of the Jedi, Ali went out of her way to make this possible. This wasn't part of some malevolent scheme. Aliana wasn't deceiving her. She actually cared about her.
Oh my God.
It's just a big rag.
So,
Get over yourself.
Call me Patrick Stark because I'd be going, wee woo, wee woo.
This version of Rey should
wee
go
woo."
into theater since she's so fond of soap opera.
Well, I personally think, Ray, what you're feeling right now is called Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
And it's like,
Yeah, I was like,
good
this is
lord.
so many red flags.
dude,
Also, I-
shoujo manga aren't this dramatic.
Yeah, no, I was reading one right before we started this, and no, this is way worse.
It's really amazing how you can read something that's honestly on the surface not all that, like, disturbing, quote unquote. Like, it's not trying to be intentionally fucked up like this. She's not she's not trying to write a fucked up romance, but she's succeeding massively. But like the story can't recognize that; it's so unaware. And then you can go off, and I can
This is a
read
normal romance for her.
I can go off and I can read some of the most fucked up fan fiction in my life, but it understands what it fucking is, and it's like trying to be very much like, look, this is just a weird fucked up idea I had in my head. I need to put it to paper, and do not ever do any of this shit in real life. Please read this responsibly.
That's what the dead dove do not eat tag
yeah,
is for.
dead dove do not eat. This is a dead dove do not eat without realizing there's a fucking dead dove.
Well, if there's a reason why a quote that I do particularly like that I heard, like writing is sort of bloodletting of the emotions. So like getting that shit out of your head and writing it down and understanding it's fucked up. Fantastic. Congratulations. Lily is not doing that.
No.
Oh.
Also, quick comment on the art. I can tell that she didn't do the underneath anatomy, whoever drew this picture.
Oh yeah, not a chance.
Oh god, you're right.
Is it
All right.
still
What am I looking? What am I
Oh
looking?
yeah, no. Okay, so like her shoulder is too far forward. Like,
Yeah, look at
that's
this
just
picture and imagine the skeleton underneath.
Yeah,
Hands
her
become-
neck should be back like here near the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
It has be-
Oh.
Can
It has
I-
become
she's darker.
Okay, you know what? Finish this. We'll try and skeleton out this as like the end of our night. We'll try and skeleton out the art.
Sure.
Fair
Sure.
enough.
Get one of the sketchy hunchmen to do it.
I am a sketchy huntsman. Do you want me to do it?
If you want to.
I also have
Read
I can
Wild
pull
Wild?
up that kind of stuff and just try on my
Yeah.
own because I just easier to
Do you
stream
want
this
to
stuff.
flex on us and read while drawing?
No, I can't do that.
That would be a flex. I'd be there for that.
Yeah, that would be a flex.
Full of peach
Actually, I
mango.
could do that because I recently re-downloaded Window Top.
Hey.
Yeah. And knowing that made it harder for Rey to ignore these feelings she was having. Aliana wasn't just selfless and kind, she was positively beautiful. Even just holding her cloak and feeling the soft fabric under her fingers was comforting. Rey put the cloak back over herself, wrapping herself tightly within. The tighter she held it to herself, the more pleasant aroma overtook her. The more it felt like she was being hugged. She sat down on the rock and buried her face into the collar, letting herself drift into a daydream about what it would be like to snuggle up to Aliana and hold her. For a moment,
I need an adult.
things were almost perfect.
Okay, I need to emphasize, like, this is okay when you've been in an established relationship for, like, you know, several months and you're used to, like, your partner's presence and, like, there is something inherently comforting about that reminds you of the good times. You can't generate that from nothing.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Also
Yeah,
on a
no.
completely different thing. Hey Twy, what's our commission
Yeah.
rate? What can I do to get you to read my audiobook?
We can talk after stream.
Okay, never mind. I lost my train of thought immediately.
All right.
All right, let's get this into let's get this into Paint.
Oh wait, you're copying pasting it. Damn, you're serious.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
Hell
sure
yeah,
Lightning
man.
could probably do it within a couple of minutes. Honestly.
I'm surprised Lightning isn't doing it right now.
You know, actually, speaking of commissions, I'd also like to talk commissions about something. I want to talk shop after stream
He
too.
is very quiet.
It kind of looks like one of those Kingdom Hearts characters, you know, like the black cloaked figures.
Organization. Please do not bring in Kingdom Hearts in relation to this abomination.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Lest you
Amorosa?
upset Twilight.
Well, no, we're not continuing. This is out. That was it.
Oh, that's
We're
it.
done?
Yeah, that was it. We stopped there. Trust me.
Hey.
That's-
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling me where the end point was.
Oh, I thought I said it would be noticeable because it's literally the picture at the bottom. I sorry, I meant to tell you that.
You know, maybe
what is this?
Yeah,
that-
we just end.
Wow, what is this? The last Harry Potter movie?
Hey, real quick, if someone for the
Is
picture
that
in
an
voice chat can draw Luke in the background holding like a blue milk bucket, that'd be really great.
Is that an accurate commission rate, Twilight?
Standing there in the back, just
Exactly what it looks
cringing.
like. That is exactly what it looks like.
All right, let's let's try and change.
Came to this planet to escape lesbian angst.
Okay.
No, I got too much pride in my work to let somebody do my Digimon stuff for me.
Good.
Even though that
good
it takes me forever to do it.
So
No, that's
first,
good stuff. That's
first
good
things
shit.
first.
Twilight, they'll rotate every single letter from kanji into English for you.
No, that took me a whole week.
Aww. That sounds horrifying.
So are we gonna talk about this?
That's a nice.
So,
That was. Oh, he's talking about the intro of my Digimon retrospective video where I individually changed each kanji from Digimoji to kanji to English, like by hand.
That sounds horrifying.
Yeah.
Horrifying. No. That's called dedication.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Digimoji?
Wait, hold up.
Oh,
Then-
Digimon have their own written language. They have two written languages. One that's
my-
supposed to represent Japanese and one that's supposed to represent English.
So let me get this straight.
More
There
than
are technically 4 written languages across the entirety of Digimon.
well,
Yes.
yeah, because I mean, it
Yeah,
takes
'cause
place
there's
in
the
the real
human
world.
world.
Yeah, human world.
And then there's the digital world, and the digital world has its own form of written language.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
So,
wonder-
you may call
Actually,
Ray
I wonder what
Giraffe
that song
Girl.
would be in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's her neck.
Good
Damn,
God.
I've got a
Oh my
long
God.
neck, and
Oh
I
my
feel
god,
like,
that is a
ugh.
long neck.
And then, like, her back, like, realistically speaking, her back should be, what? No, not the wrong buttons. Her back should be something like, I don't know, kind of curved here, but mostly straight down.
Yeah.
Like, from the
This
shoulder.
is slouching.
Are they gonna
even if
establish
you're
like how
slouching.
tall
Even when you're slouching, your back is not actually all that far away from your shoulder. Like,
No,
Not
it's
at
not.
all.
So, like,
Yeah.
this is like about where you want to get it. Somehow, though, it's doing this, like this curve here. I don't
Yes.
know.
Like she's freaking Quasimodo.
Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Hunchback of No.
So I guess presumably
The
her
Hunchback
neck
and
is
the
there.
yes.
Then
Oh,
you get
oh.
the.
you think
other
if
shoulder.
Lily ever gets arrested one day and goes to trial, this stuff is going to be used as evidence?
That would be
God, I hope so.
The lawyer's going to have
Your
to
Honor,
explain
I
what it
like
is.
this. I like Your Honor, I want her put away for the
hold up.
of not
What?
able to draw for shit.
What is happening with this elbow here?
Yeah, exactly.
What the
Oh no,
fuck?
it's some.
The anatomy is so fucked.
It's like
I mean,
this-
I'm a beginner, like, artist and all, but, like, yeah, the anatomy's kind of
I'm not even. I only know this because I have like the sketchy huntsman point out a lot of stuff, and I've been learning from them a lot. But like, her head is deformed, but that could be stylistic. But everything else is just fucking weird, man. Like, I don't. What is her body like? She is wide. My God,
Yeah.
we need like she is perfect. You know what? Why is
She's
she?
Kylo Ren wise.
I was going to say like Kylo Ren and her were made for each other. She is as wide as he is.
Wide
She
Ray
drank too
isn't
much,
real. She can't hurt you.
Wide range.
Too much cold soup.
Maybe it's just like a really bulky cloak and it's distorting like her silhouette or something.
That would
Like, have
be
we established how like
that would have to be like padded in the back like a lot.
Yeah.
we established how
I mean,
like,
I'm not one to criticize people's art if it's just for like a fic and it's just like, oh, look at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Like-
I maybe criticize the hood, but like people cheat hoods all the time, so I'm not gonna get like all bunched about that.
really enough. Have we established how like tall Aliana is compared to Ray, or
They
like
seem to be equitable height.
A good
think
2 or
the
3
story
inches
gets
in
her
for Aliana's case compared to Ray.
Yeah. Hopefully, just like a couple inches, because if it's like over a foot, then whew, oh boy.
No, that's just another way that Aliana just asserts dominance. Okay.
No, she clearly thinks she's T-posing and looking cool, but what she's actually doing is A-posing like a fucking nerd.
Listen,
Okay,
you can't have the gaslight without the girl boss, all right?
If I might, just a general thought is I feel in regards to the writing is that I feel like there's a lot of time spent establishing the same thought of just Aliana and Ray like each other a lot. You didn't need this many words to establish this or linger on this particular part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course not.
That is.
Also,
Look, if she just cut all that bullshit out, this would be chapter 9. At
Yeah, like
least.
episode
yeah.
9.
Oh, definitely.
However, keep in mind, without this part, this chapter would be very, very boring. And I think that in of itself is the saddest part about it. The rest of it is just really bad dialogue and just keeping in shit that was in the original version of the movie.
Oh yeah, if you
Yeah.
cut like all of the bad dialogue and all that shit out, we would probably be in chapter 6 instead.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
also,
Love the Luke so far.
general thought is Aliana's eventual military rank.
Ugh.
Okay, that wasn't my best joke, but
I can't
Nah.
believe that there's 48 fucking chapters.
There we go.
Call her dedicated, I guess.
There we go.
Are we done with this?
Sequel to
You might wonder what happens, but Jedi aren't bad, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Yo, don't be a Jedi.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you all had a good time. Come back next week for the finale of this arc of Sith Resurgence. And remember, we will be voting on the next fanfiction next week as well. I'll actually try and get the poll out before on that Friday, before we actually stream, so we can get some early votes in and make sure everyone's voted by the time that we get to the end of our reading session. So keep an eye on my Twitter over at Raymond_McNeil. Remember to support me for $1 or more on Patreon. For that amount, you get access to this Discord server, the Tundra, where I, Fatman Falling, Twilight Guardian, Kaiser Shonen, and a whole bunch of other people from around my YouTube sphere are regularly active, and you get to hang out here in Bad Fanfiction Night. And the Hunchback of
Oh no.
I didn't realize the Aliana's
hands in the west.
Oh my god.
No!
Holy
No! Oh my god!
Thank you, my son.
God, I can't believe Jedi are bad.
You know what?
She lied and she got those stubby feet.
The second, when we come back for the second arc, that's the thumbnail.
Yes.
Thank you, please.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a wonderful time, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Goodbye.
What is the